Country Music Hall of Famer Randy Travis is taking fans inside his legendary career with his new memoir, Forever and Ever, Amen. Travis, his wife Mary, and the book's author, Ken Abraham, talked to our Jennifer Vickery about how the book came to life.
Some of my favorite stories are talk about what people may be surprised to know about Randy is that for 10 years, he went up and down Music Row being told that Randy Travis was too country for country music. I mean, that is a crazy thought to think that, because to me, Randy Travis is country music,
yes,
right?
Yes.
So to hear those stories in the days of washing the dishes at the Nashville Palace.
And he was turned down by every record company in town. Not just once, but some of them twice, a couple even 3 times.
With that consistent theme that he's just too country.
Just too country.
Right. That's right. So you know what? They're not always the best judge.
Tell me about kind of the challenge of telling Randy's story with him not being able to communicate in the way that he would like to. How did you navigate that?
Well, you're absolutely right. That was the biggest challenge. I mean, if I was working with another person, whether it be Chuck Norris or Buzz Aldrin, I could ask them a question, they could tell me. Randy, I could ask him the question, he would understand perfectly what I was asking him, but he couldn't articulate the answer back in a way that I could write it. So I would go to Mary, and I would go to other, Dennis, Randy's brother, then I would go to Kyle Lenning, Jeff Davis, so also many people here in Nashville that worked with Randy, who are still close to Randy, still good friends, have great stories, and they were all willing to share those stories. That was the best part. Charlie Monk and Jim Ed, everybody in town here was so willing to say, let me jump in there and help.
Yeah, I'm sure they were eager to tell some good Randy stories.
Yeah, great folks.
Yeah. Mary, tell me why it was important to you to go back to the early days of Randy and maybe tell some of those stories. It was a pretty tumultuous childhood for him and a big part of who he is as a country music artist and telling of the music that he sings as well.
You know, I think it was important to go back to his childhood because that's what forms us, is our childhood. And that's where we learn our character and we learn our hopes and our fears and our determinations. And that childhood was tough. It was a hard childhood. His daddy was hard on him and drank a lot and was, abusive a lot. But his mother was an angel. But it's like Randy said, I wouldn't have traded mom or dad, either one. Dad made him do things like pick up a guitar and sing and ride a horse and shoot guns. So there's so many gifts in that. And his daddy, he realized that his daddy came from a generation that had a hard time saying I love you. And so it was important to go back because that's where he started, and there was probably things left over from that childhood that maybe he hadn't dealt with and was never allowed to, because once he left there, he was kind of catapulted into this fame and fortune where you don't tell your secrets, or you put it all in a closet and you hope it just goes away, but it doesn't. So maybe some of the things that came out later, the anger and things, that's dealing with them. So this is part of dealing with it, putting closure. There's a freedom there.
The book is called Forever and Ever, Amen. You're going to love hearing about their story, hearing more about Randy's past and all of the awesome stories in it and just the impact he's had on country music. So I hope you'll pick it up wherever books are sold.
Thanks, Jennifer. In addition to his memoir, Randy Travis fans can download his new single called One in a Row. The tune was recorded before Randy's stroke in 2013 and is available wherever you stream music. Thanks so much for watching this week's Nashville Insider feature. If you liked what you saw, be an insider and hit the subscribe button. And also check out our friends Wilson Fairchild on their YouTube channel. And if you want to see full episodes of Nashville Insider, go to countryroadtv.com and use the code INSIDER when you sign up to get a free month. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next week.